Okay guys, let's start the class, right? Yeah, so coming to the point, so good afternoon to one and all, and welcome to NEET World Institute and NEET World YouTube channel. So in this class we are going to continue with our IPE class 11th topic. So in today's class we are going to see very short answer questions, okay? That is VSAQ we will say right now. That is VSAQ we will say, very short answer question. Okay, done. So this is the thing we are going to see in this session, okay? Like we will cover two chapters in this class, that is physical world and units and dimensions, okay? So let's go into the topic. Yeah, so if you see in the physical world, no, like we will be having only 4 questions, the important questions, 4 important questions. So that 4 important questions, if you see, what is the discovery of C.V. Raman? Right, the first question. I will mark the question here, second question, third question and the fourth question. So the first chapter we are going to concentrate is physical world, right? So what is the discovery of C.V. Raman? In this chapter we will be having a full of theory only, okay, no numericals, only we should memorize that, right? So the first one, C.V. Raman discovered the inelastic scattering. The thing is inelastic scattering of light by molecules when they are excited to vibrational energy level. Excited to vibrational energy levels. So this is called Raman's effect, they will say, right? So what is the thing? C.V. Raman discovered inelastic scattering of light by molecules when they are excited to vibrational energy levels, okay, and this is called as a Raman's effect. Okay, yeah, the second question is, what is the contribution of S. Chandrasekhar to physics? So he explained Chandrasekhar limit, like what is the limit he have told. So he worked on structure and evaluation of stars. That is the contribution he have given to the physics. Okay, so I'll keep a 1 minute time, you can take a note of this, yeah, and then we can go for the third and fourth question. Okay, next we will go for the third question and fourth question. So what is the physics? What is physics? So physics is a branch of science which deals with the study of nature and natural phenomena. So study of nature and natural phenomena. So it deals with motion, energy and their consequences. Okay, so this is about the physics part. And what are the fundamental forces in nature? What are the forces? So there are 4 types of forces. So one is gravitational force, second one is electromagnetic force, third one is weak nuclear force and fourth one is strong nuclear force. So these are the 4 fundamental forces. So this is about the first chapter, right? It's the easiest chapter, right? So once again we'll revise the 4 questions. So what is the discovery of C.V. Raman is nothing but C.V. Raman discovered that inelastic scattering of light by molecules when they are excited to vibrational energy levels. So this is called as a CV Raman's effect. Okay, so what is the contribution of S. Chandrasekhar to physics? So he worked on structure and evaluation of stars. Okay, structure and evaluation of stars. And what is physics? So it's deals with study of nature and the natural phenomena, for example like motion, energy and their consequences. Okay, and fourth question is, so what are the four fundamental forces they have asked? So fundamental forces in nature of four types. One is gravitational force, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force and strong nuclear force. Okay, yeah, you can take a note of this and we can go for the next chapter. Okay. Done? Can we go for the next one? Completed? Okay, so the next chapter, yeah, so before going into the next chapter, no, we will I'll say a small topic. Okay, so the thing is, our NEET World Institute have designed the IPE material for class 11th and class 12th. So this is for both Telangana and the Andhra people. Okay, so in this material you will be having mind maps and easy to understand the points with a clear diagrammatic views, everything. Okay, so it is having like in this you will get both physics and chemistry for class 11th and 12th, and maths 1A 1B 2A 2B of class 11th and 12th, and botany and zoology. Okay, yes, you will get for like MPC also, by PC students also you will get it. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to download NEET World app, which is available in the Play Store. So in that you log in and give a hi message. Okay, so our team will guide you, and you can ask whatever material you want and they will provide you the material in the soft copy. So there is no payment you should do, it's a free of cost. Okay, that's the thing. Yeah, we'll go for the next one. So the first question of the next chapter, like before I'll say you the chapter, it is units and measurements. Units and measurements. The first question is, distinguish between accuracy and precision. What is the meaning of accuracy and what is the meaning of precision? We need to differentiate it. Alright, so accuracy, it is defined as the closeness of the measured value to the true value. Okay, and it depends on minimization of errors. So if we minimize the error, accuracy will be there. What about the precision? Like sir, when we are talking about accuracy and precision, like these two words are similar, yes, but they have different meaning. So it is the closeness among the all measured value of physical quantity. It depends on the least count of the measuring and the precision of the measuring instrument. Okay, so clearly listen it, like it is define the closeness of the measured value to the true value. Okay, true value. It depends on the minimization of errors. Like when we are minimizing the error, accuracy will come. But what about the precision? Precision is nothing but it is the closeness among all the measured value. Closeness among all the measured value of the physical quantities. It depends on the least count of the measuring and on the precision making instrument also. Okay, this is about the difference between accuracy and precision. Okay, you can take a note of this. And we can go for the next question, that is distinguish between fundamental units and derived units. Like two different units are there and we will see that. Okay, yeah, you can take a note of this and we can go for the next one. Done. Can we go for the next question? Okay, so the fundamental and derived units difference we need to know. So yeah, so first thing, fundamental units. So the units of fundamental quantities are now known as fundamental units, and fundamental units are independent of other physical quantities, like they are independent. But what about derived? Like derived is depend on the fundamental. Okay, first of all, like when I talk about some quantity, it is not derived from anything, it is by their own. Okay, like fundamental units are independent of their physical quantities. Example, unit of length meter, okay, and unit of mass kg, but unit of time is second. So these are the examples of fundamental quantities, whereas derived quantity, if you see, unit of derived quantities are known as derived units. Okay, derived quantities, fundamental quantities of fundamental units, derived quantities are derived units. Okay, derived units are derived from the fundamental quantities. For example, if you talk about like the first thing, length, it is measured in meter. Mass, let me write here, length meter, mass kg, time seconds. Okay, this is a basic we will keep. Now if I want to know about speed or velocity, speed is nothing but distance by time, distance by time. So how we will measure distance? By length only, no? So it is a meter, time is seconds. So meter per second, two fundamental units are there. So I can say this is a derived units or derived quantities. Okay, like derived, this is derived quantity and this is derived unit. Understood the difference? Derived quantity means like speed is a derived quantity. Like what is the unit? Meter per second, derived units. Okay, so length quantity, unit is meter, like fundamental quantity, fundamental unit. Okay, this is the thing. So you can take a note of this and you can take example. You can, if you measure, like if you mention the example, no, it will be easy to understand, right? Okay. Okay, done, right? Second, we go for the next question, that is why do we have different units for same physical quantities? So generally any physical quantities contain a wide range of magnitude. So we need to use different units for different range of same physical quantities. For example, if you take mass can be measured in terms of milligram we can measure, gram we can measure, kg we can measure, and etc. And length also millimeter, centimeter, meter, kilometer. But only one unit will be taken as SI unit, right? Like if I talk about speed we have measured in terms of a meter per second, and we can measure in terms of centimeter also, right? No, meter in terms of centimeter also, right? And millimeter also we can measure, kilometer also we can measure, and accordingly we can take seconds, time also we can take in terms of hours, minute. Okay, right? So this is the thing, this is why they have different units. Okay, and the next question if you see, yeah, wait a minute, let me erase this. So how can systematic error can be minimized or eliminated? How we can minimize? So systematic error can be minimized by improving experimental techniques, selecting better instrument and removing personal bias as far as possible. Okay, so yeah, so systematic error can be minimized by improving experimental techniques, selecting better instruments, by selecting the better instruments and removing personal bias as far as possible. Okay, this is how we can minimize or eliminate the systematic error. Okay. So next, if you see, what is dimensional analysis? So dimensional analysis means like is the process of analyzing the physical problem with the help of dimensional equation, right? So dimensional equation in the sense, for example, I will tell you here, we know kinematic equations we have studied, right? Now dimensional analysis in the sense v is equals to u plus at. What is v? Final velocity, right? Final velocity in the sense like velocity only, meter per second. I will take meter per second. So left hand side it is meter per second. What is the right hand side? It should be, it also should be meter per second only, right? No. So initial velocity also meter per second. What about acceleration? Meter per second square and the time is second. So 1 second and the second will get cancelled. So meter per second will be equals to meter per second. Like leave about the magnitude, but I need to know about the units. Units I need to know. So this is how the dimensional analysis are useful. Okay. So dimensional analysis is the process of analyzing a physical problem with the help of dimension equation. Okay. So this is about the fourth and fifth question. You can take a note of this fourth and fifth question. Okay. Fourth question and fifth question. Once it have completed, we can go for the next two questions. Okay, done. Okay, so the next question is, what are the significant figure and what do they represent when reporting the result of measurements? So basically significant figures means the digits of number representing a measurement that are definitely known. Okay, that is plus one more digit that's eliminated, called as significant figure. Okay, for example, if you see, I have given the example here, if the length of an object is reported as 4.57 centimeter, the significant figures are 4, 5, 7. How many? 3. So uncertain digits, but all three are significant figures. Okay, so this is how we will measure the significant figures, right? Yeah. Got it? Okay, the next question. Yeah. So express unified atomic mass unit in kg. So unified atomic mass. So this is the repeated question. Okay, 1 AMU is nothing but 1 by 12 times of mass of C12. Okay, so how much? Like 1 by 12 into 12 into 6.023 into 10 power 23. Okay, so we will get a value of 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kg. Okay, this is the atomic mass unit in kg. Unified atomic mass in kg, 1.67 into 10 power minus 27. And what about the next question is, the error is measurement of a radius of a sphere is 1%. Okay, radius of a sphere is 1%. What is the error in the measurement of the volume? So what is the relation between volume and the radius? It is r cube. No, so r cube, like when I talk about volume is nothing but length into length into length. No, so length, okay, length into length is nothing but area. Again, length into length into length is nothing but volume, right? No, so if you see here, yeah, so if you see here, delta r by r into 100, okay, will be 1, right, will be 1. And what about the volume? We know the volume, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 4 by 3 pi r cube, in the sense, whenever we are having this kind of questions, no, like leave about the constant, 4 by 3 and pi is constant. And when I talk about volume, so V I can write it delta V by V. And what about r cube? No, so 3 I'll take it as front, and this is delta r by r. Okay, delta r by r. So now I can multiply it easily, right? No, so how much? 3 into 1, so which is nothing but 3%, right? So the next question is, the percentage error in the mass and the sphere are mass and the speed, not mass and the sphere, mass and the speed are 2% and 3% respectively. What is the maximum error in the kinetic energy calculated using these quantities? So kinetic energy, I'll explain you simply. Kinetic energy is equals to half mv square, right? No, we know that this is constant, leave about the constant. What I told, this is, I can write it as delta k by k will be equals to, what is the power of m? It is 1. So delta m by m plus whatever, how many units are there, like how many units are there, I can take it as plus like that. Okay, so now what is the power here? 2, and this is delta v by v. Okay, now what is the percentage they have given? One mass is 2% and the speed is 3%, right? No, so 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3, how much it is? 2 plus 6, which is nothing but 8%. Am I getting the answer? 8%. Is it easy to write? No? Yes, that's it. So with this, we will end up the session of the units and dimension and physical quantities. Okay, so this is about the 2 lessons. These two lessons are from very short answer questions. Okay, yeah guys, thank you. We'll meet in the next class.